can't believe it's that big and that's really a phone. Phone goes to Hisense with their X1. This is without a doubt the biggest phone that I have seen in quite some time. Definitely the biggest that I've seen here at CES. It's got a 6.8 inch display. 6.8. You know, think about it. The Nexus 7 is only 0.2 inches larger than that. It's also got a 1080p full HD resolution, so that's something to take note of. When you look at the shape of it, you can see that it's obviously going to be a little bit more taller than it is wide. That's why it's able to be 6.8, but at least be somewhat manageable. Now, granted, I do have very large hands. Still, this is pretty big, and when you hold it up to your face, you'll see it's a pretty big phone as well. When you look up close, you can see that it's a glass front along with borders that are polycarbonate. Their matte finish feels standard. Kind of similar to the Nexus 5, but a little rougher. And speaking of the Nexus 5, just for sake of size comparison, when people say that Nexus 5 is a large phone, you can tell them, no, it's not, because Hisense has one that's considerably larger. On the back, you have a 13 megapixel camera next to the flash. On the front, you have a 5 megapixel camera, so all you selfie addicts will get much larger and clearer photos. In terms of the design, it looks a little bit like the BlackBerry Z10. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but the little earpiece right here, having a huge body, and then the rectangular shape along the top, that just reminds me of that. Another thing to note is that it's running a 2.3 gigahertz processor. It's a Qualcomm Snapdragon, so it is going to be running really fast, and it's running Android 4.3 software. It's a custom build that Hisense has made. Now keep in mind that it's something that they developed for China first, but this is going to be a phone that they plan to launch in the US by the end of the year. And with that Snapdragon processor, it moves along pretty fast when you use it, but you'll see a little bit quirks that might be a little unfamiliar to you if you're not based in China. For instance, when you pull down the notification shade, you notice it doesn't go all the way down, and that's just a testament to how large this device is. But it's still the same concept. You toggle certain things, you've got your volume controls here, takes up a lot of space, and then you just go like that. Very, very simple, very easy. When you want to use the phone, you pick up, you've got your dialer, and you're going to have a lot of space. That's going to be a theme no matter what app you use. So again, this is going to be borderline ridiculous or past ridiculous depending on your viewpoint. But this is a large phone. I can't say it's light because it's so big, but in terms of dimensions, it's 152.8 by 79.9 and 9.7 millimeters. So this is a large device. Yes, I said that multiple times. It's 4G LTE compatible, and when it comes to the US, excuse me, when it comes to the US, it's going to be 4G LTE depending on which network they partner with to launch this device. But they say that they're definitely going to be in the US. It's just a matter of with who. They're not prepared to announce that right now. Excuse me. Looking around a little more, you'll notice that there are some Chinese-specific things. For instance, Baidu, it's a Chinese launcher. In the camera mode, they have some interesting things. When you want to change settings in terms of size, video quality, all of that, you just tap 1. When you want to change specific things like white balance exposure, you tap settings 2. Right now it's in video mode, so I'm going to switch to camera mode so you can see that. Tap settings, and then you see there it is. They also have very different camera modes. You got your standard auto, panorama, and stuff. But they have something called PowerPoint. This is basically designed when you're in a dark room and you want to take a picture of a document. It's like a PowerPoint presentation. Excuse me. It can focus on one area. And it also supports theming. So when you browse through, I'll go to Hisense themes, and you saw I had a different appearance before. I think I'll switch to sunflowers. Apply. And then the launcher changes the background and the icon choices as well. So this is the Hisense X1 running Android 4.3, and like I said, it's a very big phone. This is Andrew from mobileburn.com and dailymobile.net. Thanks for watching.